Bionano Genomics, the stock is just kind of captivating everyone right now, and it's surprising the heck out of me, and I love it. In fact, it's trading, it got over $5 again after hours yesterday. Absolutely crazy. We're going to talk about a few things, okay? We're going to talk about the SEC document, the latest one, and I'm going to cover a couple things in there. I want to talk about the symposium coming up next week, also price action, and then some revenue numbers that they just released as well. So we're going to talk about all of that in this video, so stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I'm Richard Allen. We talk about stocks on this channel. I've actually been a successful retail trader and investor for many, many years. I'm doing a challenge right now over on my Patreon where I have to try to 10x my money by the end of the year this year. And if you want to follow along on that journey, get live trading updates from me, but also a watch list that I update very frequently, I would be excited to have you over there. There's a link in the description below. But let's jump right into the price action here. Look at this. Bionano Genomics, BNGO stock is absolutely going crazy right now. Like, I don't know, guys. I don't even, it's like, it is defying gravity, people. This is absolutely amazing. Now, I was assuming, along with a lot of you guys, that it would drop down close to $3.50 per share. That's just not happening. It's not. It's absolutely amazing what this stock is doing. Now, I think a lot of people are excited. I think a lot of it is FOMO. I think a lot of it is exuberance. I think, and some of it, I think, is people starting to understand what this company is potentially capable of. So I think there's a little bit of that as well. But I think a lot of it is people getting really, really excited to make a buck. And I'm cool with that. I mean, this stock is now trading after hours. Yesterday, it started trading above $5 per share again. I think it got up to $5.08 before it closed out. It's absolutely bonkers. So they just did a public offering for almost $90 million worth of shares. This was an absolutely massive, massive offering. And I want to talk about this document here, this SEC filing. Now, it's this part here is a good indication of what they're going to do with the money, okay? It says our future capital needs are uncertain, and we may need to raise additional funds in the future. So they are leaving it open to raise more money, similar to what Nano Dimension did over and over and over again, and it pissed a lot of people off, frankly. But in this case, it says, we believe that the net proceeds from this offering, together with our cash generated from commercial sales and our existing cash and cash equivalents, including the proceeds from our recent financings, will enable us to fund our operating expenses and capital expenditure requirements for at least the next 18 months. However, we may need to raise a substantial additional capital too. And here's what they're going to be using the money for. Expand our sales and marketing efforts to further commercialize our products. Expand our research and development efforts to improve our existing products and develop and launch new products, particularly if any of our products are deemed by the FDA to be medical devices or otherwise subject to additional regulation by the FDA, to seek approval to market our existing products or new products utilized for diagnostic purposes. And then it continues down here, lease a larger facility or build out our existing facility as we continue to grow our employee headcount, hire additional personnel, enter into collaboration agreements, if any, or in-license other products and technologies, add additional financial and management information systems, and incur increased costs as a result of operating as a public company. So guys, that's the gist of what they're going to be spending on the money on. Pretty common SEC filing, honestly, but they're looking to spend this money on R&D, it sounds like. They're looking to increase their headcount, hire more people, potentially build new facilities to expand their operations or expand their current buildings that they have right now. So that's the gist of what they're going to be spending this money on. I hope that gives you a little bit more information on what they plan on spending the ton of money that they're raising, like almost $90 million. It was a big offering. Now, let's go over the symposium next week. It is the Next Generation Cytogenomics Symposium between January 11th and January 15th, 2021. And look, it looks like they're going to be doing quite a bit of stuff over the next few days. There's going to be a ton of doctors from all over the world, which is really, really cool. And so I think a lot of people are holding on to Bionano Genomics to see what the heck is going to happen next week. They may tell us that they have additional FDA approval. They may surprise us with some numbers. Guys, it's blowing my mind a little bit how well this stock is holding up. I'm really, really impressed with it. Now, again, I'm not invested. I sold my shares. We talked about it. I traded a little bit this last week from 466 up, and then I sold out and captured a little bit of profit. Now, I'm not buying back, man. I would have bought shares. If it dropped closer to 305, I would have probably bought shares because, again, the exuberance for this has been crazy. Now, I may miss out on a lot of profit. I'm cool with that. I don't want to get caught. I mean, if you've heard the analogy before, holding the bags. like people, this happens to a lot of people when they invest in companies. Now, that may not ever happen with BNGO stock. This may keep running and running and running and running. And that would be amazing for people holding this stock. So I hope for your sake that it keeps running and running and running. I absolutely do. I really hope this turns into a multi-billion-dollar company someday, and it shocks the world and does a lot of amazing things, because it sounds like the technology has the ability to do some amazing things. It really does sound like it. So now I want to swap over to Bionano Genomics Twitter. Real quick, we're going to cover this article here. Bionano Genomics expects up to 50% Q4 revenue growth. That's pretty exciting. So that may have been another thing that made this stock jump up quite a bit. So it says, Bionano Genomics said on Thursday that it expects fourth quarter 2020 revenues to grow between 36 and 50% year over year based on preliminary results. Separately, the firm announced this $88.5 million public offering. We know about that. In a filing with the SEC on Thursday, the firm reported preliminary revenues between $3.8 and $4.2 million in Q4, up from $2.8 million in the same quarter of 2019. So there we go. $4 million in revenue in Q4. That's pretty exciting, guys. That's huge growth, and I think that's a big reason why the stock ran up a little bit more. It talks about, as of December 31st, the firm had between 38 and 39 million in cash and cash equivalents, which excludes approximately 17 million of additional cash it received between January 1st and January 6th, 2021, from the exercise of warrants to purchase its common stock. So, between the big offering that they're going to have, right? Between this big offering, they're going to have, what, $130 million, it looks like? They're going to have quite a bit of money, almost $130 million. So this should get them through, right? Like they said, the next 18 months. Now, if the stock keeps going up, you should anticipate more offerings. You just should. It would be silly of them not to raise more money at these exuberant prices. It really would. So this may be a swing trader or day trader's dream over the next year. I don't know. It could be, they could be raising money over the next year quite a bit, and it could have big ebbs and flows in this stock price. That's what I would anticipate if it continues to run, if we get really good news next week, and I'll be paying attention to the symposium stuff. It looks like you can actually sign up and attend some of the webinars. I don't know if I don't know if you have to be a mouse or a rat or an insect. No, I'm just kidding. Please say you're a human. No, but seriously, I think you can watch some of this stuff as well. I'm sure it will be available online after the fact, but it looks like you can pay attention to the symposiums online, which is really cool. All week, it looks like we can do that. So I'm sure there will be more to report over the next week. Absolutely. Let me know how you feel about Bionano Genomics or BNGO right now. Are you excited? Do you feel like you sold too soon? I'm not kicking myself, because I think there's going to be plenty of opportunities to buy this company once we know more. And I try to be a little bit more of a cautious investor, I guess. But hey, that's just me. I want to make sure that something is going to work and that the company is going to be a success. And there's always risk in the stock market, right? And you have to kind of factor that in. But for me, I'm okay with missing out on some of the run up, because look, if you bought Tesla even a few months ago, you're sitting pretty well, right? Like a lot of people, like myself included, kicking themselves for paying attention to Tesla at $120 pre-split and saying, it's a little overpriced right now, right? A lot of people kick themselves and have the sadness of having missed out. That's SOMO instead of FOMO, right? And then get down on themselves for not missing out, and then jump into an opportunity too soon only to see the stock fall next time. So I try to not feel FOMO or SOMO in the stock market. That's just me. So I don't know how you guys feel, but that's how I like to invest. I like to be deliberate, methodical, and sort of take risks, but not risks that are not calculated, I guess, if that makes sense. So again, if you want to follow my journey, trying to 10x my money, trying to 10x $10,000 up to $100,000 without adding any money to that account through 2021, I think I can do it. If you want to follow that journey, I think to do it, I only have to grow my portfolio by a little bit over 5% per week. If you do the math, it's pretty impressive. 5% per week, you can 10x your portfolio over the course of a year. So pretty amazing stuff. But yeah, if you want to be part of the live Discord over there, we chat a lot over there about amazing companies. We talk about Bionano Genomics. We have a genomics section where we talk about a bunch of different companies. I would love to have you over there. Seriously, I would. There'll be a link down in the description. So thank you so much for joining me for another video. There will be more news on BNGO stock coming up next week, and I'll report it to you as soon as I know. So if you didn't already do it, click that beautiful red subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.